Hey VC, it's Travis once again, back with another vinyl update. Got a nice little stack of LPs I wanted to share, so let's get right into it. First is some things I picked up at a local antique store here in town. And the first one is Savoy Brown, A Step Further. This is something that I saw Barry Winslow talk about on his channel, and I knew I had seen it down at this store, so I decided to run down and grab it. But this is just stellar stuff. I mean, if you like blues rock, in the same vein as Canned Heat maybe, I mean, this is definitely up your alley, and I thought this was just excellent. And Barry Winslow just been turning me on to a whole bunch of cool stuff, and which reminds me, Barry, congratulations on the 100 subs. And if you're not familiar with Barry, you gotta swing over to his channel and stuff. Just a real cool dude, and has been showing a lot of good stuff. So, and like I said, he's just been turning me on to really cool stuff, including Savoy Brown. So, really enjoyed that one. I also picked up Blue Matter by them as well. I thought this one was probably the stronger of the two, and but yeah, both were just excellent. And yeah, the thing about this, I mean, the sleeves were kind of beat up and stuff. Records look pretty good. On the Step Further, the record was just so filthy. It was covered with I don't even know what, and I was gonna pass on it just based on the condition of it, but I thought I could clean it up pretty well. And sure enough, I mean, I gave you the whole treatment, and it cleaned up really nice and played really well. So I was happy about that, because I don't think I've stumbled into those very often, to be honest. Yeah, I have to keep my eyes open. I don't know. Anyway, but next one I picked up also at this store was Al Stewart, Year of the Cat. One that I've been hearing about for a while, and I've always kind of wanted to check it out. So decided to pick it up for a couple bucks. And yeah, this was very good. I mean, nice singer-songwriter. Maybe in the same kind of territory as like George Harrison or Cat Stevens, maybe even, or James Taylor. Yeah, this was I thought this was pretty good. So if you're not familiar with that, it might be something to check out as well. And of course, then I had to run out to my honey hole, and I can't leave that place empty-handed. So picked up just a couple records there. First one I got was B.B. King in London, which I saw Craig talking about recently on his channel. And this was something that I saw out there before, and I knew should probably be getting it, but I passed on it. I think it was just based on the money situation at the time. But after I saw Craig talking about it and saying how awesome it was, I definitely had to make a point to get out there and pick it up. So, and I'm sure glad I did, because this is excellent too. Of course, B.B. King, just a phenomenal blues player, and in London playing with a lot of guest musicians. There's a whole list of who's playing on here: Ringo Starr, Peter Green, Gary Wright, Jim Price, yeah, Bobby Keys. I mean, there's just a huge list on here, and it's just, overall, it's a pretty solid album. I mean, I did like this. So if you ever see that, if you're into any that old school blues, check it out. And then this was a complete blind buy. I just saw this and I was like, okay, gotta give this a chance. Stone Ground, never even heard of them, but I'm sure some of you in the VC have. But I saw this and it just looked kind of intriguing. I saw this dude on the bottom wearing a tie-dye t-shirt, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna check this out. So yeah, I mean, this was a good listen. This is kind of, again, nice like blues rock. As you can see here, I think it's like a 10-piece band, and they have like 4 backup female singers to kind of give sort of like a soulful gospel sort of undertone to it. But yeah, it was really nice. Well, I'll definitely have to dig into this a little bit more and listen to it a few more times to really digest it. But upon first listen, I thought it was pretty decent. So happy to pick that up. Alright, the rest of these were all online purchases, and the first one was one I've been kind of eyeballing for a while. Found a really good deal on Discogs. Cowboy Junkies, the Trinity Session. A lot of you may be familiar with this already, but if not, this is something you should definitely check out. I mean, I really enjoyed this. Yeah, captured live at the Church of the Holy Trinity in Toronto, Canada. in November 1987. This isn't a Canadian pressing as well. Got the RCA inner sleeve there. Let me show you the label real quick. Yeah. Really nice condition overall. So I was really happy to get this, but a digital RDAT recording using only a Calrec ambisonic microphone. They recorded most of this all in one session, in one night, with one microphone in this church. So that kind of just gives you an idea of how this sounds. I mean, yeah, it's awesome. And yeah, like I said, I think they recorded most of it in one night. I think there might be a track or two that they did later, but overall though, it's supposed to be kind of all one session. But yeah, this is just great. I mean, it has kind of like a folky blues, kind of sometimes country feel to it. Their probably best known song is Sweet Jane, which is a cover of the Velvet Underground song. Yeah, just Margot Timmons, her vocals are just excellent all around on here. So, so some of you ladies in the VC like Maggie or Shannon, you know, this might be up your alley too. I mean, she's a great singer, Margot is. So, yeah, so check this out. I really enjoyed this. Really happy to have it now too. The rest of these were all eBay purchases, and the first couple here were ones that I picked up from a seller that I've been kind of dealing with for the last couple years now. I've just found that he's very consistent with providing a good experience. Grading, in my opinion, is always spot on and accurate. So I feel very confident shopping with this seller. I've never had a bad experience with him. And I'm subscribed to his newsletter, where I'll get an update on when he adds new stuff to the store. And got an update late one night, and I decided to go check it out. And usually what he does is he has a section of $5 records, and it's kind of the more common or maybe not so sought after records. But I like digging through there because I found some gems in there. Like I found Talking Heads 77 in there, David Bowie Heroes, both for $5 in there. I mean, those excellent albums to find for that price, And then he has another section of his regular auctions that I usually don't really get into because they usually get quite out of hand. I think he has quite a following, so sometimes those auctions get really crazy. But anyway, so he actually had added quite a few $5 records this time around, and I'm just going through it. I think there was like 15 pages of $5 records, and I probably got 3/4 of the way through, and just wasn't finding anything. Nothing was jumping out at me. I was about ready to give up, and I was kind of thinking, it'd be really nice if I could find Prince, Sign of the Times in here. I go to the next page, and sure enough, Prince, Sign of the Times, for $5, in just excellent condition too. Very happy to have this. Double LP from 1987. I thought $5 for this was a great deal. Got these two nice inner sleeves, liner notes on the back. It's a non-gatefold, and which is too bad because they definitely could have expanded this artwork and as a gatefold. But just a great album. I mean, probably one of Prince's best albums here. So really happy to add this to my collection. Very stoked to find that. And then I got two more from the same seller later on there. And first one was Joan Jett, Bad Reputation, or as Mr. Hall of Fame would say, some eye candy there. Yeah. So another good one to find for $5. That was excellent. And also Cheap Trick, their self-titled debut there. This one has a cool inner sleeve too. Kind of just a standard inner sleeve there. The Cheap Trick logo. Thought that was pretty cool. I've been slowly picking up some Cheap Trick albums to add to the collection here. Out of all the ones I have so far, I think this one is definitely probably my favorite. Nice slice of power pop here. So really enjoyed that. Yeah, so that was Some nice finds from that seller there. The last one here, another eBay purchase from a different seller. Something I've been looking for a while, just have not been able to find for some reason, which is kind of surprising because this should be a more common record, but I had to pick it up. Todd Rundgren, something, anything, double LP, excellent stuff. I mean, for those of you who are not familiar with this, I mean, it's just double LP, 3 of the sides he recorded all by himself, and the 4th side he recorded with a band. You know, it's nice power pop, rock, just a lot of different sounds. That's another thing too. I mean, almost on each of the sides is almost a different kind of sound. So it's almost its own little album, you know. But it's a very ambitious record, and I would highly recommend giving this a listen. But you can see this gatefold here, him just kind of standing there in that room. I mean, that's just excellent. I mean, I absolutely love this. So, very happy to add that to my collection finally. If you find this, pick it up. It's good stuff. That is it for the vinyl update. I hope you all enjoyed, and got some more exciting stuff on the way. Stay tuned. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.